Every year, thousands of students clears prelims examination and writes mains. However, only few hundred students are able to get into IAS and IPS. So what is making the difference? Why there are some people who are successful and why there are some people who are not getting into IAS and IPS? There are many students who clears prelims examination every year, but they are not able to qualify the mains examination. So what is the reason? And how to clear the mains examination and how to get into the final list of UPSC, that is what we are going to discuss in this video. So if you want to get into IAS and IPS, first you need to understand what is the demand of the UPSC mains examination. All right, first understand the demand. What do I mean by this demand is, first understand the basics of the syllabus. Second is core concepts, which will be very much helpful for interlinking and generation of the points. Third one is answer writing skills. All right, and every part of your preparation should be targeted towards demand. And what this demand is writing standard answers. All right, writing standard answers. So every bit of your preparation must be addressed towards this only demand. All right, writing standard answers. Nobody is going to ask you about the depth of knowledge, how much deep you have got into any particular subject or topic, but how you're writing. All right, only based on your copies, evaluator is going to give you the marks, and based on these marks only you are going to get into IAS and IPS. So understanding demand is extremely important, and writing standard answers, this is the only thing, this should be the only target of your preparation. Now second thing, what you must do is, first and foremost thing is introspection. All right, introspection, whether you are first attempter or the senior one, doesn't matter. First you must introspect your preparation. So what you have done, introspection in terms of what is covered, that is what topics from the syllabus you have covered, and whether these topics have been covered according to the standards, according to the standard answers. All right, standard answers. So whether based on your preparation, whether you are able to write such standard answers or not. And where you can find the standard answers, you can find it in toppers copies. So what you can do, pick any topic, like from society you can pick secularism or communalism and write answer from that topic, and compare your answer with the toppers copies and see whether you are able to write such answers or not. All right, first thing is introspection, and find out issues. What issues are lying in your preparation? All right, whether your preparation, whether the content which you have developed, whether the notes you have developed are in tune with the demand or not. First thing, this you must do. Second thing after introspection, I will say, second thing after preparation I will say is make a plan of preparation. All right, this year we have only around 80 days, and within these 80 days you have to ensure that you develop content on each and every bit of the syllabus, you develop content on all PYQs. All right, and you are able to write the standard answer, then only you will be able to get into the final list. So make a plan. So this plan must ensure, as I said, complete short notes on syllabus and PYQs. Second important thing is revision plan. This must include revision plan, because mains is not going to be like prelims where you can just read the options and mark the correct answer. Here you have to write the answers, and for that reason you must have multiple revisions. All right, you must have the command. You must have the command over the content which you have read. You must have command, and once you have this command, then only you will be able to interlink various topics, interlink current affairs, and write multi-dimensional answer. Right, multi-dimensional answer. All right. So this is the key. All right, this is the key. You should make a plan and execute and ensure these things are there. You are preparing all these things in your preparation. Third important thing that you must do is brainstorming on PYQs plus topics you have covered. All right, brainstorming plus answer writing. You must learn the answer writing skills unless and until you are able to write good answers. There is no use of your preparation. All right. Now, what do I mean by answer writing skills? All right, answer writing skills are nothing but your answer should be structured. All right, structured answer. So this is one aspect of answer writing. Structure means you must have introduction, you must have body, and you must have conclusion. All right. Second important thing is you must learn how to make introductions, how to do introductions. So each topic or each subject demands different type of introduction. For instance, in society, you can, if there is a topic on, let's say secularism, or let's say women's issues or child issues. So when there is such type of topics is asked, and if you are asked to write the answer, then in such type of questions you can either start with some data facts from the National Family Health Survey, or maybe if the topic is on education, you can quote NSSO report, or you can quote National SR report. All right. So introduction can be with data related with the topic. Introduction can also be with the examples or current context. Alright, so UPSC had asked one question: what is the impact of new technologies on Indian society? Alright, so in that question, you can quote the relevance, or you can mention the context of relevant technologies like artificial intelligence. Alright, artificial intelligence and machine learning, which are driving the present society. So and there are different types of different ways of making introduction. Like you can start with constitutional reference as well, where there are some relevant topics. Like for example, there is a question on federalism, let's say. So you can start with constitutional reference. Or if the question is on existing equalities and inequalities in Indian society, and if this question is from society, or if this question is from ethics, you can definitely start with article number 14. All right, article number 14 to article number 18. So such type of constitutional references can be given in introduction itself to make the background, to make the context of your main answer. So next thing is body. All right, this body must be, as I said, multidimensional. This body must be multidimensional. So what do I mean by multidimensional is, if you're writing answer for society, then you must bring in some other aspects, other dimensions, like political angle, like social angle, like ethical angle. All right, even you're talking about, let's say, women, so you must bring in some ethical angle. What values, what ethical lessons we learn in ethics we can bring in. All right, let's say if you're writing about the earthquake, what is the impact of earthquake on India? All right, what is the implications of earthquakes for India? So in that case we have to write different angles, like for example, physical impact. And let's say this question is from geography. Physical impact on second one is environmental impact, then third one is social impact, then psychological impact, and so on. So this is multidimensionality, and without this multidimensionality, you will not be able to write, you will not be able to get the good number of marks. Second thing is, this body must have substantiation. Your point must be substantiated with different data. Substantiation. All right, substantiation. This, when you're writing, let's say some one point, you must substantiate that point with some data, or maybe example, or maybe some reports. All right, so this is very important. So if you go through toppers copies, observe all these things. All right, how they are writing their content. Third thing about body is writing precisely and concisely. So if you look at the answers of toppers, you will definitely find very precise and to the point points. All right, so these are some important points about body, and there are many more points, like for example figures, adding figures, diagrams, maybe maps, and so on. All right, all these things we discuss in detail in our intensive mentorship program. All right, all aspects of answer writing we take around 15 lectures on making introductions, body, and how to make the conclusions. All right, now third part is conclusion, and this conclusion depends on the demand of the question. All right, so in some conclusions you can just give your opinion what is being asked. In some part of conclusion you need to give some solutions, and in some parts you can give solutions plus positive note. All right, so let's say if the question is has government schemes failed to address the issues of marginalized population. This question was asked last year. All right, marginalized population, has government failed? In this question you must give your opinion. All right, you must give your opinion, and it depends on the demanding keywords as well. Demanding keywords, whether you must give your opinion or not. Demanding keywords, like if there is this word critically in such type of demanding keywords or questions with such type of demanding keywords, you must give your opinion. All right, you must give your opinion. And other demanding keywords like discuss, analyze, and evaluate. All right, so depending on the demanding keywords, the context of your body, context of your conclusion will change a little bit. All right, will change a little bit, and this is discussed in detail in our classes. So in this question, whether government has failed or not, you must give your opinion. Let's say if there is a topic, let's say corruption is deeply rooted in our society. All right, let's say this is a topic, discuss, and this question is, let's say, from ethics, GS4. All right, now in this question, in body or in introduction, you can start with some data on corruption. About let's say for example, you can write the corruption perception index published by the Transparency International, and you can write the rank of India. All right, then after introduction you must write how corruption is deeply rooted in Indian society. All right, and here you must cover social angle, you must cover political angle, you must cover economic angle, and ethical angle as well. All right, all angles must be covered. And as this question is from ethics, the weightage of this ethical angle must be more. Understand this thing, the weightage of the ethical angle must be more, because this question is from ethics. This question is not from GS2 or polity. Then in conclusion, you must write solutions. All right, in this question you must write solution. As I said, conclusion can be of three types. First, where you need to give only your opinion. Second one is solutions, and third one is solution plus positive note. And here in this question, corruption, we are discussing issue like corruption, we must give solutions. So when remember this thing, UPSC is looking for problem solvers. All right, problem solvers. You are going to be the district magistrate of a district, and you need to solve different problems faced by the society. So only bringing out the problem like corruption is not going to suffice. You have to give some solutions, concrete solutions on it. Then what do I mean by positive notice? Some future goal or some future objective will be realized. If the topic is, let's say, if the topic is on poverty. All right, and this topic UPSC has asked n number of questions in GS1, GS2, GS3, even GS4. So if the issue, there is a question on poverty, let's say poverty is the biggest challenge in front of mankind. All right, let's say this is a question from ethics. All right, or there have been questions like evaluate the government's efforts in alleviating the poverty, issue of poverty since independence. So there have been many questions on this poverty, education and health and such kind of many issues. So when we are talking about this poverty, And when we are going to conclude on this poverty, as I said, you must give solutions. All right, you must give solutions for the removal of poverty, and at the same time we can connect this poverty with some sustainable development goal, if there is such goal. All right, if the topic is somehow related to the SDGs, sustainable development goals, we can definitely connect it with SDGs, and we can say this SDG number 1, removal of poverty, can be realized or will be realized. All right, so we are closing our answer on a positive note. So there are different goals set by our government or set by the different international communities, and these goals can be connected here, and we can conclude in this way. All right, so all these aspects, all these standard aspects of answers we develop in our intensive mentorship program. This is just a trailer, so we are just starting our batch. Apart from the aspects of answer writing, there will be mentorship for the preparation of each and every bit of the syllabus. All right, the syllabus of the mains is huge, and we have very limited number of days. So this is a challenge, how deep we must go and how to cover the horizontally. There is always this dilemma in front of the students. So I will be there to guide you where to dig a little bit deep and where you need to go horizontal. All right, just covering the syllabus is important. Apart from the one-to-one mentorship on the aspects of preparation, we will have a schedule, we will have a detailed personalized plan for everyone. All right, and this as answer writing aspects, there will not be only lectures on answer writing, but there will be actual answer writing as well, and all your answers will be evaluated within 48 hours. All right, so if you want more details on the program, you can call me on following number given in the description. Thank you.